Good evening, people. My name is Iston. Most people just call me Bull nowadays, but it's all good. You know, I still got life and times with the ghettos and being around my people and different things like that. I was involved with all different kinds of things. Legal to the system and otherwise. But at the end of the day, I'm here still today to still speak a good word. I let to carry the fight now in the other direction because I see like how things going now. To me, I think we should be doing better after all the years that we was in the ghettos and doing certain things. We should be doing better by now. So this is one of my main reasons why I stand up now and like try to be a voice for the voiceless. And the people that know that they should be here sitting outside of me, but still a little bit timid, a little bit scared. For one, the freedom might talk the wrong thing, but once a man got good intentions, he can't talk the wrong thing. You understand what I mean? And then, to the fear of being victimized, then you will go that a man will tell himself, it don't make any sense. I come in here because I still involved. I don't want to make myself 1 minute stand with here and then the next thing I'm back there again. All these is things that was happening to people, but being the man that is and the strength that I know that I got within me, I willing to fight, There's like snakes and ladders, As I go along, I can reach some heights and then I can reach some lows too. But at the end of the day, I can keep on living. Yeah.
Talk to me about Barbados 20, 30 years ago. Bring me through your experiences in the same ghettos, the same communities that you're talking about. What has changed?
Barbados 20 years ago, we was always a people of respect and love and manners, right? So come along, although we was doing things that we know that we wasn't supposed to do, as the system will put it, you understand what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, poverty is the mother of crime and all the wicked things that you can associate yourself with it. When you're poor, you gotta do all sorts of things. So like, a man like me now, in my times, I get a conviction early and to the system, my life to done. So I had to choose other ways of doing things and still being able to survive. You know what I mean? So 20 years ago, when we first start living in ghetto, start Rastafari and living and things, you know what I mean? It come to a stage that we had to survive. Because we was the first people that get hold with the spliff of weed, and we get hold with the spliff of weed, and then you could go and tell them how you want to work the place and all that thing. But you get hold with dope. You get hold smoking dope, it was junkie, you're mad, you're crazy. So we had a race from them pitfalls there and then thing, but wise listening to other people and Jamaica and Trinidad and all that kind of things, we find that all we was in the same thing. So we had to start the hustle from years and from early, where we sell their weed, make little sandals, cook little food, all these things. We start networking amongst one another and start a little business and thing. But we had a certain amount of respect and love for one another. Because that's what Rastafari bring. Rastafari come and stop me from calling one another whores and sluts and dogs, the kings and princesses, and you understand what I'm saying, right? So as the years pass, the system get to realize that we can't let these people unite, because if they unite now, they're gonna come for we now. You understand me? Because them was the purveyors of wickedness too. Mr. Jacket and tell you, Mr. Suitcase. You understand what I mean? Right? And Mr. Ever So Godly, we see a lot of cracks and things, and them there from early too. You know what I mean? So it was then wasn't doing nothing that we didn't doing. But we was getting caught, and then they was elevating themselves and glorifying themselves all the time. You understand?
That brings me to an interesting point.
Right.
When you talk about the importance of cannabis and its use, sale and stuff like that for survival in the ghetto communities, it's important. There are a lot of people who have been condemned over the years, persecuted, arrested and so on, paid fines.
Yeah.
Some people might have even lost their life.
Me, I went in jail. I lost my freedom for 2 years.
So how do you feel in 2024 seeing the government now aligning itself with cannabis, the medicinal cannabis industry? How do you feel about that?
Well, make a long story short, me and the policeman was talking, right? And this same conversation come up. But he telling himself that I want a pardon for going to jail. I want a pardon. Rather making no do it, I want to make some too. You understand what I mean? Because in many sense, I bear the prosecution and they went to the prison and everything now. And the man can just come so no because he got money, open up a ganja farm and everything level, you understand what I mean? Right? So we that suffer to bring it to the stage that this now should be involved now. That's what he's saying. I don't want an apology because you know how much times people say, man, I'm sorry, and behind the scenes, they say, sorry, I'm fucking dead. You understand what I mean? Excuse me language. But that's how it is. You understand what I mean? So for them to come now and like make marijuana legal, like, so much things get left out of this whole marijuana legal thing because we is who fight in the gutter and everything for it to get accepted. Now, we still can't smoke a spliff in peace. We still can't go at least a little half ounce or whatever the case is. We still can't be farmers because they're telling me about convictions. My conviction is for the same marijuana and it's stopping me from getting a license to grow marijuana. You understand what I mean? So something wrong along the line, right? But to me, it come like the people had to pay out enough money for the cigarettes and thing and the thing that they're buying the people for killing them all the years. And the government tell them, oh, look, we can get back with the money for one. The same way that they want, we can make it legal, or we can make sure one is who controlling everything. That's all it looked to me.
All right, I want you to talk to me now, not just young people, but more from a parenting perspective. You have your own children?
Yeah, I got a lot of children, man, you know what I mean? And some beautiful children, mothers too. Because they always understand my struggle, you know what I mean? They know that I wasn't financially there all the time, but I never keep my children from me. You understand me? That's one of the great things about it, and there's always give them praise where we can give them praise, let's give them praise for that. Because they never stopped me from being a part of my children's life. And for doing that, I always try to be as positive as possible, especially with the children. Because love ain't only hugs and kisses, love is some serious decisions too. So if a fella go get a little tamp up a little bit and to fall in line, he go get that here too, you know. And I always tell them all the time, I can't allow them disrespect with their mother, because if I put together everyone and want to disrespect with them and I laugh and scream my mouth, the next boy that wouldn't laugh at is me, man. You understand me? Or try to disrespect me. Yeah. So, but parenting is a hard job, you know what I mean? And some things I see some people do was very bad. I see men, because them and the women done, they're done with the children too. I see women put men in court because it wasn't bringing nothing there, and the men get the money and just get to the court, and then down with the children, don't even help already the children, nothing. You understand what I mean? So especially with boys that they're generally pushing, no woman can't raise no boy. You understand me? He's want that firm hand there. You understand what I mean? Right? So there's where that we get a lot of social breakdown and all sorts of things. Because the money ain't coming, none the discipline ain't coming either.
Right. Talk to me now about leadership in community. So there's a section of people in Barbados right now who may see community leaders, fellas on the block, in a negative light, and as part and parcel of the problem that they see in the government. From my perspective, I don't know what your perspective is. I know personally of community leaders who are not bad people. They help a lot of people daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. It's something that they do religiously.
Yeah.
They have a purpose with what it is that they do.
Yeah.
From your perspective, when we speak of community leadership, how important is that in the whole scheme of Barbados and the Caribbean?
Well, community leadership is very important, and I can tell you why, right? You know, we's run by your government, you know what I mean? We're supposed to be democracy and everything. But the same way that these people can find bad, and we can find bad in them there too, because we got people that's kind of represent me on the international stage, that we put each other in to represent me. But we don't get a representation. You understand what I'm saying? They won't come like every 5 years and make me feel that we somebody, and then when them getting, we is nobody. They don't even come, they don't see nothing in the ghettos that won't doing or nothing like that here. So what happening is now, the same community leaders that we speaking about, which should be men like me and other men, we have to step up and we have to really grant the people coming and asking me for things. Because at the end of the day, you know, like, people just talk about drug money, but when you can't to the shop, you don't hear that. You understand what I mean? So it's good, right? So people, like, we have to end up, like, saying that, yeah, this is we fight too, and this is the priority. So wherever we get, we have to give people, and then, like, some people can do no better, and we have to step up and help them in any way that we could. Don't mind the house and very unscrupulous men up here doing everything to our fortune, not to have money. But it's still one bottle, but don't spoil a whole bunch. But if one bottle will get me, you can do real danger, but and you can get a real bad man too. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know men that take advantage of people because they was in a position to have their money, people had to come to them. I fight against that all the years. And one of the things I tell men all the time, I still got one of the only houses in the ghettos that women could have come and asked for anything, they had to take off the clothes. Men could have come and asked for anything, and I ain't going to go 79 wicked to get nothing from me first, then to come back to get a little thing. If it is yes, it's yes. If it's no, it's no. And wherever it is that you want, I might not be able to get you, get all, but I can still hold that. If you want 20, you can get 10 and say you'll go another friend. You understand me? Everybody that I have really struggled. You understand me? So community leadership is very important because the people that we elect to look out for real affairs is just brush you on side. You understand what I mean? And some of them all will come to this to politics and talk with democracy for is to get rich. For them and the family and the friends, they don't see me. They see me every 5 years, and they don't even see me in a positive light. Because when they come, whatever they could do for that little day or two to make elections going, then it's back to the same thing again. So the people who run and come to the community leaders. So some community, we got many in the community, we got many community leaders and some is bosses. There's a difference between a boss and a leader. A boss is coming and say, do this, and make up laws as they go. Leaders will start and lead and set goals and laws from the beginning that must not be broken, that must be sacred amongst we and the things that we are doing. And it must always be fair to all, not only to a few.
A few months ago, let's call it a year, you would have been involved in what the public comes to call now a peace treaty of some sort.
Truce.
Truce.
Treaty is really a right time. Truce is just a word of both,
Which
is just as good as it is directly here to go ahead and get it through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Talk to me about some of the pain that you would have felt as a Barbadian that would have led you to even think about getting involved.
Well,
So we're not talking about the truce now. We're talking about the lead up to that.
Right.
Your thinking behind it.
With these kind of things, they're personal to me too because I even got standard. And temporary robbery, they get shot in the belly. You understand what I mean? And it's the same, they told people that set it up and do it. You understand what I mean? So put that aside now too. You understand what I mean? At least he was fortunate enough that he ain't dead and he's still here with me today. What about the mothers that lost their children? You understand what I mean? And I don't see nobody right now. There's one of the things now, this whole peace program thing from the time it started. I was telling you, we took this and the mothers that lose them children and see what we can do. Not just all a football match and a cricket match and get the people that work and go. These football matches and cricket matches, these here getting hold of the people that does work. You understand what I mean? And once other people all the time that's play for clubs and everything. These here don't be inviting people that people got a lot of skill out here that people that can't get them here, but the skill for them. So we can pick a cricket team with them on a football team with them or whatever price money it is. Get them that they can help, I can understand that. But when you get to the people that are custom in and custom again, and you still ain't do nothing. All you do is bring me out there to watch and laugh and scare me more, and then you get a lot more. It's the same thing again, all over. You understand? So at the end of the day, I see this thing start with guns out. When men was coming to the clubs and the outside parties and things. I bring these guns and things and posing off and things with them. I start all of really going on here, you know. I even approach the system, you know, and tell them, when they gotta be careful when they get certain people license so they keep certain things. Cause look where it's coming to know. It's just a matter of time before these men turn the guns on the one another. And before they could jack a licky ear good, the men was killing one another. Right? And it wasn't nothing serious. People tried to make it feel it was like for drugs and for territory and all that kind of things. It was some of the most stupidest things that you could see. There are stupid arguments from school and you understand me, and from Gear Squad. You never be a real serious part with this whole gun thing and this killing and thing too, you know. Like sleeping around in circles with these men knowing that the men don't do one and all these kind of things. You understand what I mean? So to me, it was pure foolishness, brother. You understand me? And they can't really like sit back and watch it go on and know that I got children and know that I got people out here that were glad to say something, but they're frightened for the repercussions. And I'm not saying that I'm frightened. You understand what I mean? Because I got to stay in life that they didn't take it for people, they could take my life too. You understand me? But I try to be as positive as possible on both sides. I try to see all ends, you understand what I mean, in everything that is going on. And to me, the most it was mere foolishness. And if you go to the prisons now, you had to interview some of the men that survived or the men that were perpetrators of what happened, you will see that it was never about nothing. It was just little giddy-headed men, smoke, drink, you know what I mean, or whatever the fun, and just decide that, oh, we got gun, he's the strongest man in the world, or he's the same way they should already. And you know, times I got my gun in my waist and I feel like 10 men. But I still had the control to know that don't go up for war with it, but it's what can happen. You understand what I mean? But you know, a lot of people never study the consequences of what going on. And then we got some people out here with a low IQ that was involved in this stuff. Big men give them guns that they should know better. They don't give them guns for them men got no IQs. Then the government out here sitting with bosses and put guns in their hand, they can't control them, they can't tell them to come back. As a boss or as a leader, and they give people things and they can't tell them what to do with it, they can't hold them accountable for what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the things that get me vexed. You understand what I mean? Because at the end of the day, everything got laws and got rules, even nature itself. You understand? And like, these would be doing things, and I see a lot of people do things and they only realize what they was doing when the police are there, or when they're laying down in the hospital, or when the ones that going to the grave, them can't know nothing. You understand?
Okay. I want to ask, you know, so we come to a stage in Barbados where we saw the gun violence flare up and so on. I know we have another place now where the police has to step in and, I suppose, take back some level of control, quote unquote, of the streets. You would be familiar back in 2008 with the death of Ayako Malone, his mother Maggie, and what she would have endured in terms of fighting for a number of years trying to get justice for him. In 2024, only last week, we have a Jacoby, his mother now. Granted, she is now saying that there was excessive force, that her son was murdered by the police and so on. There has to be a balance. So from your perspective, we know police brutality is something that's real, it exists, you know that. All police aren't bad, all police aren't good. So we're talking about the balance again. How do you see?
Good question, right? Because before these things happen, I speak of these things that over here. Every country that I go to, got bad boy, just got bad boy police. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, them tell themselves them is who are here to enforce laws. So if it get out of hand, the next thing now you're gonna see is them gonna come. But at the end of the day, ignorance is what gonna cause these things to happen. My heart going out to the woman that run her so that she stand push you up the road and then she watch you get killed a little distance away. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, these same crimes, these senseless killings and things all over the place is like a stepping stone for what's happening now too. You understand? Because at the end of the day now, the police is up from tip-offs, right? And informing and all that kind of thing. So
You never know who tip off or who inform and put the police to come to that stage, right? But if we got to carry the blame too, we in the ghettos, right? We got to carry the blame too because we sit down and watch these things happen and we open them out. The same way that the police will come down in the area and beat up some men and we will get them and say that it's wrong. Men need to get them and say that it's wrong when men start shooting on one another for nothing too. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not condoning the police in the excessive force and then condemning men shooting out in the ghettos and killing people and bringing it to this here too, because it was just a matter of time before innocent people get hurt because that's what's happening in the world all the time. The innocent is here. Nobody don't win war. It's just got casualties. So this is a form of war too. Whereby that the police telling themselves they had enough and they're going to come and take back these streets. So we can always got these things now because you know what the police can be telling themselves. These men boy with big long guns. We come to deaths. Men get killed with AKs, men get killed with the biggest handguns, all these kind of things. So when we come now, we can't play. We gotta come out there rough. So at the end of the day, ghetto help bring these kind of things on it too. You understand what I'm saying? So the mothers that don't cry now, or the mothers that cried before, don't just wait the main things happen and cry. Come out here and cry now. Right? Tell the men what they're doing is wrong, can't put on these guns. A lot of these men got children, got mothers, all these things that are suffering. Come on, go back home. Some mommy come. I come, I ain't got nothing. But I come here to make a fresh start. Everything that you want me to do. You know what I mean? I miss all of the things that he was telling me to do and do. And now I come on here and do them. And I was like, your guidance again. They would like send the children mothers to let the men come and be a part of them children. Don't just kick them to the curb because when they go their job and the men ain't got nothing to go on like up on trees. Because this is something that was set by the system too. The system take the man out the house and tree outside, and give the women the work and everything. Normally we come along with we come along every time that we watch daddy go here work and bring home that money and put it here. Mommy ran the house, buy groceries, pay the bills, everything, and was still able to rent and then me take out that money that when the door won't put it on, or when they want changing, the house won't painting, the roof leaking, mommy do all of them things. And still educate the children that by the time the children get to school, they may not food. But you throw the man up the house. Some men do it just because for sex and all that kind of thing. They see people put women in positions just because they want to live with them. Some of them get through, some of them even get through. But you throw the man upside and you put the man in. You understand what I mean? You hit the street or you hit this rock job. That you could have very head and shame. Or very much people ain't strong enough to keep pushing him. That's one of the things when you see what I used to do every day. And I keep fighting all the time. I'm fighting for myself. I'm fighting for these other people too. People that fight to try and do what you're doing. People that fight to stand up. Because I say all the time, I got my children. And my children are into certain things. Thank the Father still. As far as this disrespect and this kind of thing is concerned, my children are into that. So I don't have to say nothing. But for wickedness to strive, intelligent men will sit down and stay silent. You understand? And civil rights leader Frederick Douglass said very good. He says, better to raise strong children than try to fix broken men. And we, all of we are broken men. Broken by the system that you put your trust in, and broken by people that glorify material things in front of life.
All right. A few more questions. I want to talk to you about business within the community, because when we hear about business in the ghettos, people automatically assume that we're talking about drugs or whatever the case may be. But when you look across Barbados, we see other ethnic groups. The Indians, they're merchants, and they're into selling, they're into trading, they're into business as well. How do you see entrepreneurship? Because it feels as though oftentimes that we're just on the consumer end of things, and we have a whole generation now who have become a bit exhausted. They're just working for 30 years, getting a pension and so on. They want to be more active, they want to engage, they want businesses and so on, they want to create wealth. How do you feel about the equality or lack of in Barbados?
Yeah, equality, there's not equality. As far as the poor man is concerned, there's no equality. We have been reduced to consumers, nothing else. And then we try to struggle to get things done. There's always coming in nuts, right? People come up with the best idea now that can make $1 million and sell a guy and put 30 years in a marketplace and get to the bank rates. The bank can tell you no, you can't do that there. Now as you left, you call Mr. White, Mr. Yellow, and Mr. Korean, Mr. Indian. I said, come, a man over here with a very good idea, but you ain't got the money. Come and take it over, and you know what to do. You tell them to do something. So we keep burying we want that all the time. Another thing is too, right? Majority of governments continue to let one set of people run the country all the time as far as wealth is concerned. And let it get away with murder. But we know this generation here now, we know it full well, you know. This is no drunken thing, that corn beef and biscuit and thing no more, no. That's why now they can't face you, they can't come to the ghettos because we done already what they do. And them thing is looking for money. So when they come down, as stupid as a man asking them for money, you know, because they know that's what them there about, majority of them there about that, you know. Right now, even with this government that we got here now, me and Morley is quite hard. International merchants, bankers, middle class, and then people like me. Who else doing it? If you take me and Morley, family past years right now, where's the good second? Where's somebody else that standing up for the cause, right? When you feel that this gun thing flourish so, because the leaders, them is who the leaders are not we, you know. We let them to lead on our behalf, you know. Which part you see them there coming? I come to find out what's going on in the ghetto with this war and all sort of thing. Right? So what them there do now is them keep letting wars other people, especially the ethnic groups. You don't see how much black businesses we got that flourishing here. You understand what I mean? All the ethnic groups who control everything in this country. So something wrong. Something wrong, my brother. The last body to know come and take over everything and involve in everything, getting all the loans and getting the money from the banks. I think is the Indians. The Indians got businesses and right now they must have got the white people frightened. Because they're doing everything, trucking, stores, land, buses, taxis. Don't talk about the corner shops at all. Right now, what they're doing now, they're coming in all the little ghettos and buying a house and running a corner store. But they're buying things in bulk and got it in big warehouses and everything. So they're even on pricing some of these supermarkets. So we know the corner and them that got a little thing and no struggling, you know, can't keep up. Because you can't sell a roller, toilet paper all in there will sell one. So the people in the ghetto now are similar trying to save $1 here. Because you know we pay it's just trying to make $1.50. So then we'll go to their part and can save $1. So this business can't get up off of the ground. This business how will run off of friendship. People that tell themselves that we still go war and patronize corner and we can't leave that down. You understand what I mean? So business in this country need revamping. But poor people will start boycotting some of them more. For a month or two, poor people should just go and buy necessary things, and that is food. And left some of these businesses. A lot of people can feel it too because they've got to be employed. But to really do that, then you get to realize that when they've got to start to share, we got a private sector in this country that majority of them get all sorts of tax rates, all sorts of incentives from the government and put all the money in the pocket. They don't select Madam Prime Minister, all this year to help in the struggle in the ghettos. Help this year, use this year to help the housing, help this year with food, help this year with sending school children. You understand what I mean? Nothing so.
All right, we're gonna wrap up now. I want you to do one thing for me before we close. Let's assume I'm a parent. I have a boy child, teenager growing up in Barbados right now. What can you say to me as a parent to assist me in navigating and helping me to raise my son or my sons in this environment?
Well, there's so much things, but the main thing is, right? You gotta let that child know that life, all life is sacred. Right? Don't make you feel that one of the people that got fast car and house and think that their people used to look at them people and used to kick the man picking up the stuff in the ass. You understand what I mean? Let you know that everybody is supposed to be on one level. The only thing that's separating me is material things. And material things can never ever be in front of life. And that's what them there do now. And that's where you see that this world is so wicked. Because these people come and got me glorifying material things. Where we will see a Range Rover and say that's a beautiful car. And see a man that be hardly making it and see you working it. You understand what I mean? These are the things that we got to teach the children. Another thing too, we got to teach the children respect for the own peers and for the elders. And to listen carefully to what people have to say. And deal with it, now how you deal with the supermarket. You go to the supermarket and you want toilet paper, you don't want to take up everything, you only take up the toilet paper. So knowledge is the same thing. Listen very carefully and use the things that you tell yourself that can help your life, not what sound good.
Respect. Thanks a lot for your time.
Yes, boss.
Nice to meet you.
It was nice being here. Thanks. Yeah.